What's happening, people? So today I want to tell you a little bit of a story, and the story time goes about my worst experience as a plumber, my worst job, yeah? And I think the worst jobs for me as a plumber when I'm going to properties are damp, mold, and mice. That's the worst. For me, when I'm when I have to work on my knees, yeah, as a plumber, I'm going underneath a sink or something like that. Having that damp mold touch me or something like that on my arm just feels disgusting. I try and wear gloves, but I don't always have gloves. So sometimes you touch stuff and you think, what the hell was that? And it might be dirt, it might be something like that. But you know what? It's disgusting. But finding mice when I'm on the job, when I'm working, is such a, like, I mean, I just want to get out of there as soon as possible. Obviously, I do the job, and it's happened to me a few times, and I've had to tell, property owners, do you know what? You've got mice here, and they look at you and be like, "Oh, is it really? Where? There." Sometimes, obviously, you can see things like mouse droppings and stuff like that, and I'm not a pest like controller or something like that. So I just know what is that. And when you see that, you know there's a mice there. And there's not just one, there's a couple of them. But I'm not a mice catcher, but I end up, like pipes and stuff like that. They go in there or underneath cabinets and stuff like that. And that's where they like to lay and stuff like that. Or that's where they like to keep warm. And sometimes they will chew through like plastic pipes. I've seen it a few times in a few bathrooms. And again, I've only been able to tell the client or the customer, hey, do you know what? I think you've got mice there. And they're like, oh, really? Do you think so? And yeah, I definitely do. I for sure do. And I think that's one of the worst jobs for me to do as a plumber when it comes to something like that. I get it. Sometimes some people don't always tidy up when you come as a plumber, and they're not expecting you or saying to you that, oh, you've got to clear up all this stuff. But when you do that and you see dirty stains and stuff like that, it's very off-putting. I make sure that I've got a mat, and I've got another mat as well. So sometimes I'm kneeling on two kneeling mats instead of kneeling on somebody's floor or something like that. Again, I just want to be safe and be clean, because when I get into my vehicle or get into the van to be able to drive away, I don't want all the dirt all over me. And generally, I haven't got a full change of clothes and stuff. So it becomes a problem sometimes. Sorry about that. It's got a call coming through. But I'll let that ring out for a second and I'll call them back. Right. So yeah, so this video was just really to highlight the point of like some of the worst jobs which I come across as a plumber. I'm not trying to say that's a big problem for everybody else, but for me, that is a big problem. Mice and super damp mold and stuff like that. That really icks me, man. That really just makes me want to have a shower myself when I do have to be in close vicinity to it. And it's not nice to be like breathing in that mold and stuff like that and being so close to it as well. So it's something to bear in mind. I just thought I would come on and tell people, because I wondered what are your experiences, maybe as a plumber, as a tradesperson. Drop a little comment on this video underneath and let me know what are your worst experience as a tradesperson. Like, some of them are always going to be different, innit? Sometimes people can say it could be a job which might be stressing them out. That could be your worst experience. I get that, but I think it's dealing with like things like that. A job was stressing. Nah, I've been doing this job for a very, very long time. 21 years, and I've been up, been down, been stressful, had jobs which are much easier for me to do, but I've still been able to maintain kind of like a level head when I'm at work with people when it comes to that. But with other things which might be a little bit out of your control, something like a mice or a couple of mice or that type of problem happening, that you want to just try and put a nip on that and try and tell somebody in the best way. And you know, like I'm in people's properties, so I do it in the most polite way as possible. I maybe might show them a picture or something like that, and like, this is mice droppings, you know, like maybe you want to get this thing checked into after now the plumbing is done and sorted. Oh, is that what you think might have caused it? Possibly, but I'm not a I don't do pest control in it, so I don't know everything about that. I just know that these things look like bite marks on a copper pipe, and I've seen this many a times, so I understand what it is. And anyone who's living near like properties near like rivers and stuff like that, I've had a few people that live near like places like that, live near rivers or canals. They often get the mice as well. So yeah, just wanted to share that story with you. But make sure you like and subscribe and see me on the other side. It's Mr. London Plumber. Let's get it.